In this video, we will demonstrate how to do basic formatting in Google Sheets. To begin, make sure you're able to identify a sheet within your Google Drive, highlight it, and open the file by double-clicking on the file. To format the various items within a cell, we need to ensure that we either highlight a cell by selecting it, highlighting a column by selecting the column, or highlighting a row by selecting a row. If you'd like to modify all cells, we can select the square up here and it will highlight all cells. So all formatting changes will occur to all cells. But for today, we will demonstrate how to modify particular cells. Let's take a look at this particular cell. It is an address. Using the toolbar, I have different options available to me. This first section deals with how the numbers within the cell are going to behave. I can either format them as currency, percentages, modify them, or click on this option here to give me additional options that I have available to me. The next set of tools are text tools that are similar across all Google tools, where we choose the font size, and some modifiers for those particular font. This allows you to change the text color, and this allows you to change the cell color. Next, we have tools to modify the cells themselves. So we have this tool here which will allow us to place borders around particular cells that we've identified, either through them, on the sides of them, underline them. Take a look at the various options, changing the thickness and colors of the borders. This next option allows us to merge cells. There may be cells that you want to put together to make them look visually impactful. Additionally, these two options here are ways to orient and justify the text within the cells. And then this option here allows us to This tool here allows us to wrap text if necessary, or allows it to run off, or truncates it depending on the size of the text and size of the cell. So let's take a look at what some of these will do. If I select the first row and I come up here to the text wrapping option, select it, and use the wrapping option, it will allow me to wrap the text around so that everything is visible within the particular cell. If I select this particular row here, I select the text wrapping option. Currently it is running off. As you'll see, this particular name runs off the screen, runs off that cell because it is longer than the cell. It allows it. But if there is data in the cell next to it, it will truncate it. I can force the truncation by clipping it using that tool, and you'll notice that this particular cell gets clipped. The choice is yours how you want the data to be presented. One of the fun tools that is also available is I have a particular cell. I like the way this cell is formatted. I want the formatting of this particular cell to be replicated in a number of cells. What I do is I click on that cell, click on the paint roller tool up here. I click on it, select the cells that I want to apply that formatting to, and when I let go, it will take the formatting from that cell and apply it to all of the other cells. You will also notice that the columns may not fit all the information that I want. If I want to adjust the columns, I simply move my cursor till it shows up into the arrow, and I can drag that particular edge to where the data will fit. I can do the same thing with the rows. Select the row and modify the row. What I can also do is do this to multiple rows and multiple cells at the same time. If I select multiple cells, I can move them all at the same time. They will all use the one row or column that I select. And a neat trick is if I place my cursor between cells that I've identified and double click, it will automatically distribute the columns to fit the largest set of information within. Happy formatting.